Welcome back, colleagues. So we had 4 sessions this morning, and now we will get feedback from the rapporteurs of those 4 parallel sessions. And I really would like to thank those who moderated those sessions and those who took part in these sessions. So first feedback from the 4 sessions, and then Florian Klaas, who is working in the DG environment in the biodiversity unit, will wrap up the meeting, and he replaces his head of unit, Bettina Döser, who could not join. I thank him already. And so now I give the floor to the rapporteurs if they are online. So Frank, Jan, Lynn, are you there? Sorry. They are not there. So we'll check. I will come back, sorry. Sorry, I was a bit, I made a mistake. Actually, it's Florian who will report from the 4 sessions and provide the concluding remarks. So Florian, the floor is yours.
Okay, well, thanks. Yeah, well, so as we conclude our discussions on innovative funding for nature conservations, I would like to reflect a bit on the key insights that have emerged throughout the sessions over the Tuesdays, and highlight a bit the path forward in achieving and financing, above all, our shared visions for a nature positive future in the EU. So we started these 2 days with this acknowledgement of a substantial funding gap of at least 19 billion of euros per year from 2021 to 2030 to meet our biodiversity targets. So this gap underscores the urgent need to mobilize and to scale up additional public and private investments to bridge this shortfall. Are faced with natural risks exacerbated by the climate change and human activities. And there have been a lot of discussions about that. Closing this gap is not just a collective responsibility, but also a financial imperative. And in fact, it's even a crucial competitiveness challenge. We know that under this commission, we are always speaking now about competitiveness, but it is indeed a competitiveness challenge requiring bold and innovative solutions that align economy with nature. So throughout our discussions, we have explored a wide range of funding mechanisms, including tax instruments, green funds, payment for environmental services. We have also explored more market-driven solutions, such as carbon markets with biodiversity benefits, but also the emerging nurture markets. We must ensure that these mechanisms are not only scalable, but also transparent, accessible to all, inclusive, and capable of effectively scaling up diverse financial flows. During the various sessions this morning, we have highlighted a bit more the specific challenges of the payment for environmental services, about the emerging natural credits, and all these aspects were highlighted very, very significantly. Also, the need to have all stakeholders on board. So most importantly, we need to advance these mechanisms as essential instruments that recognize and reward the value of nature contribution to people, to our societies, to our economies. So over the 2 days, there have been various live projects that have been presented. They have provided concrete examples of how innovative funding can be successfully implemented. So I've took note of a use of them. There was this Life Olivares Vivos Plus project, which demonstrated the power of early stakeholder engagement and nature-based solutions in delivering tangible nature-positive outcomes. There was also this Life Puenta 2030 project, which was about reinforcing the governance structures, also the metrics, and how to aggregate supply and demand to enhance financial viability, but also the scalability of ecosystem services. I've also took note of this Metamorphosis Life project, which was about the biodiversity credit schemes for the conservation of butterfly populations. So I'm not only speaking about habitats or ecosystem condition approaches, but also about the populations of species and protected species, especially. Alors, there was also this P9 Pit Life project, which was illustrating the potential of the schemes of payment for mental services for landscape restorations and paving the way for new revenue streams for farmers, land managers committed to biodiversity and ecosystem services. The Responsible Sourcing Life project also stressed the importance of focusing on funding rather than financing, but simplifying the conservation finance language to enhance stakeholder engagement and uptake. We'll come back also on that. Alors, these are just a few examples, and as each species or communities is key to an ecosystem functioning, each life project that has been presented yesterday and today's has a key role to play in contributing to the progress made by the EU in funding nature. So even if I've only quoted a few of them, all of you are equally important in this work. So as we move forward now, we must foster our works for developing robust frameworks to incentivize the private sector's deeper engagement in nature finance. That requires several things. The first one is that we must work collectively to address the key implementation challenges that have been highlighting over the last 2 days, such as the regulatory complexity, the risks perceptions, the alignment of incentives for all stakeholders. The second big work to do also is to ensure that the financial mechanisms are not only replicable and scalable, but also aligned with EU ambitions, be it the Green Deal, the biodiversity strategy for 2030, the nature restoration regulation, but also the international ambitions, including the Paris Agreement and above all the global biodiversity framework. The third work to do also is to expand our community. So we are with Life, we are very used to work on this science, practice, policy bridge. And now I think we should include a bit more finance by fostering collaboration between scientists, practitioners, policymakers, financial actors. We can enhance the effectiveness and the credibility of all the innovative funding mechanisms that you have explored in the LAF projects. So from the DGM side and the Commission side, we very much look forward to continuing our dialogue. We will certainly make the best possible use of all the great examples from live projects, from other kind of projects that already exist to help explain what we have in mind on the policy side, so what we should do under this mandate, and how to better link the competitiveness with the sustainability and so on. So leveraging the expertise of live projects, along with the support of advisory services like Green Assist, and this have also been highlighted yesterday, will be instrumental for bridging this biodiversity financial gap, but also for accompanying companies in setting nature-related targets, and also to ensure new incomes for the farmers, the foresters, and the land managers that are committed to biodiversity-friendly practices. So thank you all for your dedication and your visions. So now let's keep turning euros into ecosystems, investments into biodiversity, and make nature finance a force for EU economy and society. Joseph, so
Yes.
I've finished. I give you back the floor.
Thank you. Thank you, Florian. Thank you very much for those conclusions. And still a lot of work to do, but we know that we have a lot of actors willing to work and to provide money and to use money. So from different types of organization, companies, public authorities. So, and we have the Commission, I mean, pushing for that, and the global biodiversity framework. So There is a lot to do, and it is quite stimulating. Now, I would like to close the meeting. If you can just stay, all of you, just a few more minutes. So a big thank to all of you, to Florian, but to all the speakers, all the moderators, a big thank to the rapporteurs, and also to Elmen and the team of Elias Demian and VO Europe, which are behind the screen, and the team of Oksana Poliura. You will receive a satisfactory survey by email during the afternoon. So please give us your feedback. It will be useful for further events, especially as there is still a lot to do exchange on this topic. The recording of the meeting will be available also online, but in a few weeks because it requires a bit of work. So the recording of the meeting means also the PowerPoints because it will be a video. And there will be then also an article summarizing the meeting on CINEA website. So I thank you all. I say bye-bye, and let's keep in touch for the work to do. Bye-bye.